Covering all things LEGO, from Minneapolis to Fiverton and LEGO cities beyond. It's breaking news. Welcome back to Breaking News. I am Jason. This is Alex from Alex Noons.
From Alex Noons.
And if you like LEGO, and you're someone that remembers when you had to choose if you wanted leaded or unleaded gasoline, this might be the place for you.
Uh-oh. Apparently.
Do you remember those days?
Unfortunately, I'm in the right place.
And do you remember they sold additive? If
An
you
additive.
bought unleaded gas, you could get
an additive.
lead additive to put into your gun. Anyways, yes, and the point is we're old.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Fantastic
So
intro.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's
yes.
something new. We're going to try. We'll see if it sticks.
Does that take over Nostalgic Noons?
Well, yeah, we're going to just start out with the nostalgia and get it out of the way.
Because that's a joke. We're starting with a joke. And that was the joke. We're old.
Yeah. That's not a joke. That's
or
the truth.
are we calling our audience older?
Well,
Irregardless,
I will let them call themselves
doesn't
whatever
matter.
they want.
Did you fill your car up with leaded or unleaded?
What did you do if you filled it up with leaded and your car was unleaded?
It's time to get leaded. Oh, wait, no, it's Metallica. Time to get the lead out. Is that what they always say? Get the lead out with Metallica, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Metallica, there you go. You guys remember Metallica, right? They're still going.
They're still around.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, Metallica was big 80s and 90s, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right, let's rock.
Okay.
Let's rock. Okay, here we go.
How's it going, Alex?
It's going fantastic. I gotta
We're
say,
off the rails already. So.
I'm not off. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train.
That's
all right.
Not Metallica.
No,
just
well,
for those that don't know, just make sure. Go ahead. I'm
regardless.
sorry, Ozzy. Go.
Hey, so listen up, man. So last week it was a long episode. We're probably not going to go that long again.
Ever again.
Because if you guys noticed, there were certain segments that we didn't cut out.
So I'm going to use a timeout already.
Whoa, we got a timeout here.
I have a rant on this. So
Let's hear
just so
this,
you
man.
know what happened, we had some production issues, we'll just say, when we were recording. And anyways, the battery on the camera died. And so then we didn't know how much we got. Anyways, we figured out, we have an hour and a half. So I called Alex. I said, hey, we'll just do a quick 10-minute wrap-up.
That was your first mistake.
My wife even came over because we needed to go to the store, and she's like, it's just 10 minutes, right? I'm like, yeah, 10 minutes. Okay. Well, the problem, see, Alex runs out of steam as we do the podcast.
I do.
But when you have a couple days to reload,
Yeah, I was reloaded.
she's like ready to go.
Let's rock.
And I'm watching, I'm like, it's been 45 minutes.
Yeah,
And it was a beast to edit. I have to be honest with you.
obviously.
Because, I mean, it's a quick turnaround on these. Because it's like I edit. I mean, even the filming, it seems like we film one. It's like, oh, good, we can rest. And then it's like, oh, wait, Alex, we're filming again. Because I always feel like you're like, already? Huh? What?
Yeah, it does feel that way.
And so when I'm editing, it's like, okay, I edit and we get it done. It's like,
So basically,
oh, I got to do another one.
What you got last week was a bonus episode of kind of two put into one is kind of how that turned out.
Yeah.
And so I was restocked on caffeine. I was ready to go. I was listening to the comments and I had more energy. So I went and I did it.
Yeah. And I had edited like an hour and a half. And
you're like,
it was getting
you
close.
ran out of steam.
I was like, okay, well, we're at comments. Generally, there's not too much editing. I mean, we try not to edit this too much. Honestly, we try to keep it pretty much unedited with the exception of, certain things.
Uncut.
It's mostly just adding in pictures of shirts or Lego sets.
We should have called it Breaking News, Uncut and Unedited.
The director's
the director's cut, unrated.
More like the director's uncut.
This is a not rated version, so be careful.
So the funny part was my wife was watching it on Tuesday when it came out, and I'm in there working at my, I work at home. She comes in the office. She's like, I finished the episode. I'm like, yeah, how was it? Well, you left in that thing. I'm like, what did I leave in?
Your eyes get wide. What thing?
Well, Alex got a phone call, and I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm like, a phone call? And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, he got a phone. Oh, that's right. Because I told you, I'm like, it was at the comments. I just kind of skimmed through trying to find what was there. And the longer it gets, the harder it is to skim. Like if a 5-minute video, you can hit the whole thing quick. Yeah. But when it's 2 hours and 15 minutes,
you're going like,
anyway,
that's 3 minutes.
irregardless, I'm like, was there anything bad? She's like, no, it's fine.
Oh,
so I went and listened.
Actually, it's very terrible, juicy stuff in there. So you haven't watched it,
like,
go back and watch it right now. All of it. So we're not going to tell you where it's at.
No, stay here. Finish watching this one.
Finish this one first, because I'm sure this is going to be a great episode, as it always is.
It'll be less time. It better be. No, but anyways, yeah. And it was funny because I went back and listened. And when I was sitting next to you, you were on the phone. I couldn't hear what Mindy was saying. But evidently the microphone picked up every single word. I was like,
very clear,
man.
very clear. It's like you guys were on the call with me, basically. And you heard our plans for the evening.
Well, that sounds more exciting than the phone call was.
Very exciting. So check it out.
Anyway,
yeah, that was fun. It was a learning experience for us, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mostly for you. But I learned that if you come back for 10 minutes, you're probably going to get 45 minutes of content.
Well, see,
because I just go blah, 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 blah.
My wife didn't learn. She already knew.
She made herself comfortable downstairs.
Yeah.
She got herself a nice comfy seat.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's reading something, but...
Well, and that's the thing, because Mindy wasn't home, so she was just sitting there, waiting.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. Yeah, sorry about that, Tanya. Yeah, you had no one to talk to. She should have just came in and guest starred with us.
Well, she kind of did. There was a moment you could see like her hair
when I was on the phone.
checking the camera, because I was going to cut that out, but there you go. It's okay.
Anyway,
we'll just cut that out.
That was some great content. Probably the best of the whole entire 2 hours and 17 minutes or whatever it was.
No, I liked the Noon's News at Noon or whatever.
Yes. So, all right, man. So there you go. That's fun. What are we talking about? Are we talking about this yet?
Do we want to get to that first? Wait.
Whoa,
no. There's another thing
out.
we want to get to.
Okay.
We are gonna go to the poll.
Oh.
We got to talk about the poll.
Oh no, this was awful.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
So
these polls, man.
Because we talked about it, and I thought it would be, the audience would like it more than you.
Yes.
You thought that so I'll read what the question is first before we get too far into this. So the poll, because we were talking about the food, because Alex, for some reason, he doesn't like to eat. I guess I don't know.
Well, I like to eat, but just
I don't know. You seem really opposed to your core about this segment.
Well, I would just say I don't think eating on camera or in front of the camera is just not ideal. It's
not like we're just eating. Like it's just a video of us like. Blah, blah, blah.
What's that? Because I'm reminded
we're reviewing.
So
it's live react.
Have you guys ever noticed in Brad Pitt movies he's always eating, and it annoys the heck out of Mindy, and she can't stand him as an actor because he's always eating. And there's a particular movie where literally every scene he's eating, and I think it's one of the Ocean's movies. I think it's Ocean's 12. It's one of those. But he's like spying on his ex-wife or something like that, and he's always like, and it is actually kind of distracting and a little gross. And so I kind of think that's me now. I'm Brad Pitt eating in front of the camera without the looks.
You're like the disgusting
Brad Pitt eating in front of the camera, and it just comes off as kind of nasty. That's all.
So I told him, I said, we'll put a poll out there and we'll see if they want to keep watching it.
So you guys are asking for this, basically.
Well, let me read the thing. We'll see what they say.
Let's see what they say, yeah.
So it says, do you enjoy food reviews during a Breaking News podcast? The options were yes, keep the food review segment, or no, stop with the food reviews.
Do you want to know what I said before I saw the results? Do you want to share that?
Well, I went over I had to take the last one over to his house.
Yeah.
Because it was too big to email.
It
was almost too big for the thumb drive, literally. But anyway.
It was heavy, too. I'm like, man, this is heavy. Wow, all the data in this thumb drive.
I come over, and I said, did you see the poll? He's like, what is it, like 10%? He's like, it's 0. Like, no one wants it.
I was sure that at least 90% of you said, heck no, please stop. This is terrible. I was certain of it.
Well, we have not gotten any more votes since I came over.
It was slightly different than I thought.
No, the results are. So with 100 votes.
100 votes, even. That's perfect.
That's pretty funny. It is 63% say yes, keep the food reviews. 37% say no. Now we do have a few comments. I'll read the comments. And this was the one that made me laugh the most. Agent LS Pep? I don't know. Sorry. I guess I should have pre-read these. Says, it's the only reason I tune in.
Really? Really? The only reason. Wow.
Susan Gaskin, both of you are likable enough to watch. A lot of senseless blather, but still interesting and fun enough. I put you two on while I'm building something.
Very good.
She didn't really say anything about the food, though.
No,
it's
thanks,
just
Susan.
about us blabbering. One clever pig. Yes, and the weirder the better. Scour the international food aisle, Jason.
Please, no.
I have done that. I have international stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Some domestic, some international, but I didn't go like real weird stuff.
Okay, good.
We're not having haggis or anything like that. Joe Bowling. I've never had jammy Dodgers, but I have a lot of English family, and my experience has been that British cookies, in parentheses biscuits, are significantly improved by having them with coffee or tea. Well, we wouldn't know.
Didn't know that.
But
all right.
Those jammy Dodgers, they needed improvement. They were bad.
They should have called those the choke Dodgers because
they were dry.
Because they choke in the playoffs.
So they should be the October Dodgers?
The October Dodgers, yes.
Because they'll choke. Yeah.
Right now, they're doing pretty dang good.
I know.
Jeez, gosh darn it. Well, I mean, you kind of expect it. They better.
They better for what they spent.
Anything less than winning their division is failure.
Yeah. That's your sports report on
There's
Breaking
your sports
News.
report from Breaking News.
Contra Bricks Build Craze
Contra Bricks.
says, more cheesecake, LOL.
Oh, yeah.
I only seen your video a few weeks back when Alex and you had the cheesecake. I still need to watch your latest vid, but getting there.
I liked that cheesecake.
I know
I
you
wouldn't
did.
mind eating that every time.
Well, we do have something. We'll just get to it today.
Right now?
We'll just do it right now.
Okay.
Did you not want to do it right now?
No, let's do it right now.
So this is my proposal for you.
Okay, what's your proposal?
We will. How about we try to do them every other episode?
You know, it's fine. It's okay. Look, if,
I don't want
if
you to feel
that's-
obligated
If that's
to
what
eat.
the audience wants, we'll do it.
Well, at least 2/3 of them do.
At least 2/3 of
We
you
will
do.
try. I think there was a comment in the episode, and we'll probably get there when we go to comments. Someone said the crunchy things, so we're going to try to stay away from those.
Yeah,
things.
I agree. If we
And
can
I would
avoid the
agree, too.
crunchiness, that's great.
But I will say we had those beaver nuggets.
The beaver nuggets are
And
very
we
loud.
I didn't think they were. I thought we did pretty good.
They
With
sounded-
how loud, if you just ate them, I thought we did pretty good.
I guess listening to it,
The bag was crinkly more
yes.
than the
Oh,
eating.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so today we have something. This is in honor of our good friend Mardi Gras Man 23.
What's up, Earl?
We are going to have some Café du Monde beignets.
Hold on. That's not a beignet. That's a Beignet.
A Beignet.
Beignet.
Yes, we have some
Beignet.
beignets. I have a feeling this might get messy.
You got powdered sugar all over these things, so it should be good. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh, there's powdered sugar all of them falling over. So, okay. This is heavy. Like if you took a rock that is this size, it is just as heavy. Oh, I didn't catch the.
It's okay.
Tanya's right. It's a little doughy.
Well, they were plenty cooked on the outside. I don't know. Oh, look.
Oh my God.
She just brought us a whole
Hold on a second.
fresh plate.
Oh my. Thank you,
We'll
Tanya.
have fresh ones instead of these old ones.
Oh man. Okay.
We even got a napkin.
That was
Let's
good.
do a retake.
Okay. Time out. Redo. Hold on. Cut. Okay. Take two.
Oh, these are just as heavy though. These might be heavier.
It's warm.
Yeah, they're warm. It's pretty good.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You can. I mean, it's heavy.
Yeah,
Heavy duty, man.
just like us. This is heavy,
like
dog.
us. This is heavy, Doc. Great Scott. These are heavy.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, the big nets are good. The big net. French donuts.
Yep. If
There
you
you
ever
go.
go to New Orleans, you got to go to the Cafe
The
du Monde.
Narlands. You guys, hold on, Earl, you guys say it?
Narlands.
Narlands?
Yeah.
It's kind of like how the locals in Nevada say Nevada. At least I hear this. It's Nevada.
No, that's people on the East Coast that say it that way, I think. I think people there say Nevada.
You know what? It's weird because we had a client that was in Nevada. So in our contact, Nevada. And they actually trained them, like, make sure you're pronouncing it Nevada or else they'll get offended or something like that. I could have it backwards. I don't know. I've been wrong before.
Anyway.
But no, the Beignets are good.
So there you go. Food segment out of the way. All right. Shall we get to the main big thing here?
Let's get to the main course. This is just an appetizer.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Is it time? Okay.
Guys, thank you for your patience. We are finally getting to this. When did we originally announce this?
Well, that we were doing it?
That we were doing it,
This
yeah.
is when we're officially announcing it. The winner.
No. Like,
when
we said we're going to do this giveaway.
So it would have been in February, right?
Wow. So 2 months-ish?
Yeah.
And so everything had to be...
Well, the contest, by the time this comes over, ended a month ago.
Yeah, right, which we're sorry. But hey, better late than never. But, man, we had fantastic submissions. You guys just did an amazing job. So thank you very much to everybody who participated in this little contest of ours. We were flattered. And you guys were so creative. Whether it was a video or an image or just a video of yourself, it was fantastic. And I will say this, and I don't know, I'm sure I speak for you too, but it was no easy task choosing a single winner. But we have, only one person can win. Are we going to do...
This is what I'm...
Oh, yeah,
We should have talked about this part before. I guess maybe. We did a show. We don't normally do any prep talk before.
Not really.
We usually let's go.
Shoot from the hip.
So this time we're like, all right, what are we going to talk about? And we didn't even talk about this.
Yeah.
So we do have some consolation prizes we will send.
Oh, good.
If you want them. If you don't want, I mean, we've got to have
I don't want that.
We need an address to send you your things. So if we don't get an address, we can't send you your prize. But we will be sending out, I don't know. I don't want to say consolation. That sounds negative. We will be sending something to everyone that submitted.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll send a reply out on each of the emails that I got.
You get a participation trophy.
Well, see, I didn't want to say that either.
I'll say it. That's
you
the
get
world we
an
live in.
awesome piece of breaking news swag for participation.
You get
See,
swag.
that sounds better.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
We'll give you some swagger.
Yeah, cut that out. Yeah, well, you get some swag.
You know I'll do that. I'm really good at
news
cutting
swag.
those
Yeah,
things
I'm sure. Yeah, right.
So yeah, we have a number of different submissions. We had the most recent one we had from Bricks on an Island. The one about how it's our fault.
You know this is all your fault, don't you?
That was great.
I mean, it could be true.
I'll take
It
credit.
probably is.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a vicious cycle.
I've done worse things. I'll say that. We had the submission from David and Robin Woodruff,
man, that
which
was
was
great.
the photo of us.
Man, that was...
With you angry eating. That was maybe the best part. And I'm just sitting there.
I love it. That was great.
Let's see. We had that. We had... I don't have my list up. I should have had it up.
You should have had the list up.
I know. I should have had it up. I'm sorry.
We had the Titanic.
Oh, we had Titanic commodes.
Happy anniversary to Breaking News, brought to you by Titanic Commodes. The commodes when you want to sink a big one. Titanic Commodes.
The Commode Titanic.
Yes.
Which is great.
We also had 2 space submissions.
Space.
We had the one from
Come
Clever
enjoy
Pig.
Space. Yeah,
where
Clever Pig
he
had
reused us.
the cuts.
That's
the cut.
very difficult.
Oh, wow, man. I was like, that's amazing.
Do you
Want space.
But
To say, what am I going to do with this Lego?
I'm too old for this crap. I'm too lazy, and what's the point?
We'll call today.
Oh yeah, we'll
Come out to your house for
throw it.
your Lego in the garbage.
And then we had from Joe Bowling.
Space, today's sponsor. These are the voyages you can take in space.
And Emily.
Oh, that was the actual.
And that was
space.
the first space.
The family build. Like the whole family got
submission.
involved in that one with building all the props.
I think that one
and the
was
ships.
with just Emily. I don't know. But I know they had the second commercial, the Brickers bar.
Yeah, that one. But that one was after the cutoff, though, right?
Yeah, that one came in like 16th or the 17th.
Hysterical. He did.
But
He just send you the outtakes on that?
yes. Yeah, because
It's too bad because the outtakes are hysterical.
well, he's like his daughters couldn't keep it together when they were trying to do stuff, and they were
How
doing
could you?
space and all of this kind of stuff, and yeah, it was funny.
Irregardless,
But he's like, it's 4 minutes, it's too long, I get
Yeah.
it. So
But that was fun. It was
so
clever.
yes, so
Very
thank you
clever.
to everyone who
Thank
submitted
you.
something. But like Alex said, there's only one grand prize winner,
Yes.
and the winner is
Joe Bowling.
Joe Bowling and family
Thank you.
are the winners.
You guys did it. That was tough though.
Yeah.
It was like I'm like, oh, but this and but that.
Well, that was the problem. Like everything I got, like even from the first one, I'm like, oh, we've already got the winner.
Yeah,
And
right.
then
And
there
then
another
so-
one came in. I'm like,
oh,
oh, we
man,
got
this
the
is-
winner.
this is
Wait,
really
we
good
have
too.
two winners.
Oh man.
And then I get, a picture of us, and I'm like, oh, this is a winner. Like you get a car,
Yeah.
and you get a car, and you get a car.
Everybody gets a car.
But we're not Oprah, and
You get a ship, and you get a ship, and you get a. Everybody gets a ship.
I have to ask you something that I saw. I just thought of this. I saw a meme.
Yeah.
So this is totally off topic of this,
Jeez,
but it is
okay.
Star Trek. So this is the ship from Star Trek 3, right?
That's what it says.
The Klingon Bird of Prey, right?
Klingon Bird of Prey. Yeah.
So they take this ship in Star Trek 4,
Right.
and what do? They go back in time.
They go
right?
back in time. Yeah, that's what they do.
So who do they steal this ship from?
The Klingons, obviously.
Who played the Klingon that was the captain?
Is it Christopher Lloyd?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they stole this time machine from Christopher Lloyd.
No!
Doc Brown.
Doc
They
Brown!
stole Doc Brown's time machine
Are you telling me you made a time machine?
out of a bird of prey.
Bird of Prey? If you're gonna build a time machine, Marty, might as well do it with some style.
Anyways, I saw it like I'm
That's
like I
nuts.
gotta show Alex.
That's nuts, yes. So there you go.
kind of funny.
The flux capacitor.
Does it have one?
He
Anyways.
was standing on the toilet? No, standing on the sink, hanging a clock, and he fell.
And then it came to me.
A bird of prey, Marty. A bird of prey with a flux capacitor in space. Man, no, that's great. No, congratulations, Joel. You did a great job. So congratulations to you. Fantastic entry, fantastic work.
Yes.
To you and the whole family, actually, right? Because it was an effort there.
Yeah.
And it delighted us, very much so. And you're very deserving of this. So congratulations to Joel, the official winner of the first giveaway ever on Breaking News. Yay! Woo! Wait, what's that soundbite from Mardi Gras Man? Yay! There you go. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yes. So yeah, if you want to send in more sponsor videos like Joe, there might not be a prize, but we'll accept them.
The
We would
prize
happily
is
accept
that
it.
you'll see it on Breaking News at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our little treat to keep people watching. People are just like, oh, let's go to the very end. All right. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Heck with that.
Except for, do you remember the guy we were talking to at Brick Slopes? And I'm
Which
like,
guy?
It was Brian. He was from New York, and I'm like, "Do you watch the commercials?"
yeah.
He's like, "I don't watch the
No,
commercials. I don't live here." I'm like, "No,
Like,
no,
no, not the
sponsors.
commercials."
No, I don't watch it." Like he was like wanting to fight me over it. I'm like,
No, not that.
They're not
Our
real
own.
sponsors. They're
He's like, why would I watch that? Why would I watch?
I don't
We're
live
like,
here.
No, you got to watch the ads, man. We get ad revenue. Come on, and click on the products. That gets us better clicks, man. Yeah, I think that's what he was thinking.
I think so too. It was just funny
like, oh,
because I didn't
no.
pick up on that at first.
No, is that No Name City? Is that him?
That was No Name
Yeah.
City. Yeah. So anyway, all right, Joe, we'll get this sent out.
Awesome job.
Are we gonna autograph it like we promised?
And do you want us to autograph it?
I don't think he has a choice.
Ask him. I got to work on my penmanship.
Space.
Space. Oh, I will so put. Thanks for the space commercial. I do want to visit space. Oh my goodness. Okay, great.
Okay.
Let's keep going. Moving
All right,
right
so we
along.
got that.
This is Breaking News. Did we cover anything about news yet?
Yeah, we just talked about a winner of a contest. That's news.
That
It
is
broke
news.
right here.
That was breaking. That was breaking news.
Yes.
Oh man.
Okay, well, here's something that
Here's something.
it's about a week
for
old.
something completely different.
News. So something came out last week on your favorite day of the year, April 1st.
Oh gosh.
Lego had a big.
I was in such a good mood.
So we have a little chat on, it's Instagram chat between us and the A-Fools. And I send this message out. I'm like, did you guys see this stupid thing? If you haven't seen it, Lego, what was it, like an 8-foot Minion?
It was.
And they
it
had
was
some
like 2 meters
video,
high.
and it was like, like a big Sears catalog for you old people that remember that. You're flipping through to build this
Or
thing.
phone books. Phone books are gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That too.
we were talking about.
But yeah, I'm like, I don't think this is funny. I like stupid funny. Like Three Amigos, that's stupid funny. I thought it was good. This was just stupid. It wasn't funny.
Well, it was.
And there was no way I looked at it like, oh, they're really gonna put out an 8-foot Lego set.
Well, that's the thing. It was so over the top ridiculous that there's no way anybody in their right mind would believe it's true, especially on April 1st.
Yeah.
So, back this up a little bit. Lego on the LAN reaches out to all of us and says, hey, everybody, we're doing a little April Fool's prank. Here's a bunch of images. We're going to say that we're going to release a massive Minion with 100,000 plus pieces to kind of introduce new Minion sets. And I'm looking at the images here, and they said, if you guys want to play in on this, that'd be great. Here's all the images you can share on your social media outlets. And there's a lot of people like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally in on this. Yeah. And I'm like, looking at this, like,
Nope.
this is so dumb. I mean, first of all, it's over the top ridiculous. And let's imagine for a moment that it's believable. All right, let's think that it looks believable, that the instruction booklet isn't a phone book, that there's not like this ridiculous over the top Minion in your living room, right? I don't know what that would look like, but let's say it's believable. There's
Well, the thought
no
I had,
way.
if they wanted something believable, they should have done like a Minion battle pack, and it comes with like 25 buildable Minions or 50 Minions, something
That would be
that
a
would
good
be
prank.
you could kind of believe it. Like
You
really?
get like a Minion pack that has 100 Minions in it. And they're all different, varying,
Because it's
tall ones, short ones,
100,000
ones.
pieces or whatever. That is just
Yeah, no
stupid.
one's going to believe that. But I think that's kind of what they were trying to do. Is like, we can't make this relatively.
We don't want
believable.
people to really
We don't
call and
wanna
order
get-
it.
We don't want to get negative press on this, right? And you know what though? And the thing is that as I'm reading through the people who did put it out, like Beyond the Brick did,
Yeah.
which I know they were going to do, which they always do that. They're silly. But I like Beyond the Brick. Don't get me wrong. But I'm looking at the comments, and 99% of them are like, ha ha, very funny. Yeah. There was occasion like, oh man, please be real, please be real, please be real. I'm like,
Really?
seriously, dude? Really? Please be real? Like, you be real. Come on. But irregardless, I was bent, man, because you know how I feel about pranks.
I know.
I love pranks, right? But there's just no way I'm going to put that out on my social media like, hey, here we go, and expect people to be funny about it.
Yeah.
You know, I just have more respect for people who watch my content than giving them something that is just ridiculous like that. And I get it's April Fool's. It's supposed to be funny, ha, whatever. And we all kind of expect that from Lego because they do this every year. And they didn't force us. They just like, if you want to, great. If not, all good. Which I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I stood away from that. Right?
Yeah.
With a 10-foot pole, man, I wasn't touching that.
See, I
thing.
thought the majestic horse was at least clever
That was clever.
because they sent it to people and they recorded themselves building and they're
But
like,
the
"What is
joke
this?"
is on the ambassador, not your audience.
Yeah.
Like, we're in on the joke, and we're passing it on to you to fool you. If you're gonna fool me, that's fine. Send me something that's completely a joke.
Wait, I thought that wasn't a thing. Don't fool you.
No. I'm just saying it's okay
I
if
know,
Lego
I get
wants
what
to
you're
fool
saying.
me. Like, I guess I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they didn't send it to me, because I'm not like one of those fluffy people like, it's just a horse that's pooping. I would have been like that. I'd be like, oh, what the heck is wrong with this set? What did Lego send me? This is a joke. And then I'm like, oh, it is a joke. And then I'd be like, I look at the camera and I look at it and go, thanks for watching. And I'd be done. Maybe, I don't know. Like, it would be so hard, like, because I can't be fake like that, man. I just can't be fake. That's just hard. And if you can be fake, that's great. That's a talent. But to say like, yeah, and because you have to respond to the comments. Yeah, that's what Lego says. It's 102,000 pieces. It's coming out this date.
Yep.
They can pre-order on this date. I'm not gonna do that. It's so deceptive. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm done.
Okay.
April Fools.
All right. Well, there you go.
What did you guys think about it? I mean, I'm sure you guys were like, okay, yeah, but like, what was the better joke? Was it the horse with the poop, or was it?
No, it wasn't the poop. It was the dog face.
Oh, it was a dog, but there was still poop on it. There was
that.
left. It had a trail of poop. Watch it again.
That. I remember because it had like shoes, and people were like, what is going on?
I distinctly remember the poop
Maybe you just thought it was a crappy
because I think
joke.
it stinks. It was crappy.
No.
What was I saying? But yeah, I wanted to see like what you guys thought about it. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure our audience was pretty like, oh, okay, this is ridiculous. It ain't happening. But did you like how about this? If I put that out there and I was playing along with a joke, would you be like, oh, dude, Alex, why are you even doing this, man? You know, like
that would be my thought.
It would be a turnoff.
Like really, you're buying into this?
Yeah,
you're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Drinking the Kool-Aid, yeah.
That's what I would say.
I mean, there's a lot of cool, and I get Lego. It's a toy company. They want to be fun. They want to play along with like what's going on in the season. I get that. So I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it. All right, but I think their approach, I don't know.
I just don't think it was funny.
But
that's the big
But
thing.
it's a marketing thing, right? And that's why I hated marketing when I was in college. I despised marketing classes because, for reasons anyway. If you're in marketing, that's great. It's a great industry. In fact, marketing is why we make any kind of money doing this.
Yes.
You know, so I get that, but at the same time, man, I didn't like that. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, so it was tied into the announcement of a couple of Despicable Me sets.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Did you see the buildable Gru?
I did not see the buildable
There's like
Gru.
a Gru. He's, I don't know, about the size of it. It's kind of disturbing looking. I don't think people are gonna like. I could be wrong.
Yeah, and then and then
because there's some people that love Dobby, and that's what I thought of. I'm like, oh, this is like like Dobby's ugly cousin.
I hope I don't get in trouble by saying this, but I wake up one morning, and I look through my email, and there's something from the LAN, and it says something about take this down immediately, and I'm like, oh crap! Did I screw up? Did I post it? What did I do? You know, I'm thinking that this is to me.
Was this an April Fool's joke?
No, this is not on April Fool's. This is several days after, a few days after.
Okay.
And they announced the sets. And I'm like, oh, shoot, did I screw up? I'm like, oh, did I say something in my videos or have a picture? I'm like, I don't think I did. So I'm looking at it, and it's a general announcement, thank goodness. So my heart was racing. I thought I'd messed up. I'm like, oh, crap. So I open it up, and it's just that in the announcement pack, they give us images and videos and things like that to share on these announcements. Yeah. But I guess there was a problem with one of the sets having a Minion in it, or a Minion visible. Oh. And they said, take this down immediately.
So is that kind of like what happened with the Rocket Raccoon in the corner of
I don't know. And you know what? This is where, because I didn't play the April Fool's game, I had no skin in the game. So I was like,
it was tied to the Minion thing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it was separate. There were separate images, like, oh, hey, we know what Lego's announcement's like, haha, we knew this was an April Fool's joke, I'm sure you did too. But what's not a joke are these new Minion sets. And then one of them had, I think it was the house, I can't remember, Gru's house. But there was like a part of it that had a Minion on the top. And I don't know if it was because it didn't include the Minion or what. I don't know if Illumination or whatever had an issue with that. But irregardless, it was kind of some drama where I thought I was in trouble, but I wasn't.
That would have been funny.
That would have been hysterical, wouldn't it?
Well,
can you imagine? It just seems like it's only a matter of time till you kind of mess up, you know?
You think you're gonna get busted?
I don't know. I try not to do anything. Like I try to follow the rules. Like if they say don't post this till this day, I follow those rules. That's easy enough, you know. But sometimes when I'm flapping my gums and I'm like, if I said something like, all right, this set's coming out. It's a Star Wars set. It's this set, and it's this set number to cost this much money. You know, if I said that and it's true, and it's not announced, you know, am I in trouble? Yeah. Probably, but I'm not going to do that. You'll do that.
Absolutely, I do. Good, excellent.
And I'll sit here going, cool.
Well, but it's different saying these are rumors of what's coming out versus showing a picture.
And I'm all about talking about rumors. If I don't know anything about it, I'm like, yeah, sure. As far as I know, there's I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Lego doesn't say anything about it. So if it's a rumor, it's a rumor. Let's rumorize it. Was that a word? Rumorize? Ruminate.
Let's ruminate.
Ruminate. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, there's a good rant. Or was that a good enough rant for you? I tried. I got that. That's what really grinds my gears. April Fools. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. What's next? What's other news is happening?
Oh, I know.
That's breaking.
I know what we need to talk about. We have to do everyone's favorite segment.
Oh,
you love it.
Yes.
They love it.
Here it is. Ready? Do the thing.
Old guy.
New shirt.
All right, so we have another 6 shirts today we will be discussing.
He's still going strong, man.
Yes, he is.
Way to go, Jabbo.
So first we have his Brick Fair shirt with his Brick Fair mug.
That's so cool.
And nothing in the thing was about Brick Fair, I think.
Wait, hold on a second. Is that supposed to be the shape of the state? Is that what that is?
I don't think so, because I think this was Virginia.
Oh. Okay, well then that's not it then.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Because that's like with Utah, like the U-Lug, they have the logo with like bricks, and it's easy to make the state of Utah out of Lego. It's a very
Well, I thought
square.
it was mountains. It wasn't the state.
No, the outline of the mountain.
No, the Brick Slopes logo is the slopes.
No, I'm talking about brick slopes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, what are you...
I'm talking about like the U-Lug.
Oh, the U-Lug. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't listening.
I said U-Lug.
I'm sorry.
Rewind it.
You probably... Okay. I'll just edit that out. Make it look like you were the wrong one.
See, every time that
this is where he's just going to talk.
That's when you guys know he's done some fancy editing.
That is not true.
True.
Yeah. Not true.
Like the I don't like Lego comment.
No, that you just said.
It's just like, I'll just
I don't like Lego.
Just make it really easy for people to just take that clip like, I got him. All right, sorry, back to Jabbo's
So
shirts.
next one we've got, this is like a Lego version of Sherlock Holmes.
I didn't see that
This is
one.
Benedict Cumberbatch's version, I guess, of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he talked about a fantasy set.
Oh, he did. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because they want him to do it, and so I don't know. I don't know what.
Is he going to do it?
I don't know. He had told them he wanted money to do it.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they replied and said, well, maybe we can do it for this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
yeah, you can charge it. Charge it.
see, me, I have integrity, and I do them without compensation, so I can give you an unbiased. Would you feel like if Lego gave you money, do you think you would feel different? Like if they paid you per set to review? I know they don't.
If they were paying me to do a review?
I think it would be harder to be more impartial.
Yeah,
I think it's already...
We talked about this with land fatigue last week, right? And I think I spoke to that a little bit about if you get something for free, you kind of feel obligated to say something nice about it.
But
so
if they're
I think if they're even
you...
paying you, then you feel even more obligated.
Now, that being said, I don't think he'll say something nice if he doesn't like it.
Yeah, no, I think
I
we're
will
safe.
say that.
I think we're safe with that opinion.
But anyway. Okay, so moving on. The next one. This is... This is the one we got confused last episode.
Yes,
I thought you were talking about this video, and you were talking about the shirt video.
I was talking about his,
Yeah, anyway. So this is the one he used at the beginning, because this was the one with the sun and the moon, and
the moon, and
yeah.
bees,
Anyway.
and the flowers, and the trees, and the moon up above. Everything called love. When I look into your big brown eyes, it is very plain to see that it's time you learned about the facts of life, starting from A to Z. You heard that song? It's an oldie.
Yes, I've heard it. I was just waiting for you to finish.
Right.
Okay. Next, he's got his Super Bowl shirt.
Hey! I don't want to talk about Super Bowls right now.
I did that. Yeah, I bet you don't. The same logo's on the front, but the back was better, so that's why I did that one.
I think he's like flexing, like.
I don't think he was flexing. I think he was.
It looks like he's
trying
flexing
to
it out.
make
It's like,
the logo not be stretched. Anyway, next one. This is, I think, this is from 1986, so this must have been like his senior year shirt.
I like how it's even more applicable now.
Yeah, because I remember he said something like, "This is 36-year-old shirt and today's body or whatever. And you can see that.
Hey, it fits all right. It fits perfectly, Jabbo.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly.
I'm going to go on a limb and say it probably didn't always fit like that. That's all I'll say.
We go through different shapes.
But
in our
I was
lives.
going to say, I would also say, I don't know that I would look much better if I wore my senior shirt.
Ooh, I don't think I have any shirts from when I was in high
But
school.
if you did,
it would not fit.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be very tight around here. Very
it'd be like a Euro cut.
yeah. Yes.
And then the last one here, the Lego Club.
It kind of has a 90s vibe to it, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Lego Club.
And I can't remember. I can't remember what that one was about. Anyway, there you go. That is today's episode of Old Guy.
Premium content.
New shirt.
New shirt. Old guy. New shirt. Love it.
Okay.
Thanks for that. That was
right.
That was fantastic. How can you not look at those shirts and not end up with a big smile on your face?
Yes. Shall we do some comments?
Oh, let's do the comments section with breaking news.
Let's ask Alex.
Ask Alex the comments. You know,
I don't think
like,
we're going to get to everything today.
Well,
so
you know,
we might have to talk about some things next
Time out a
week,
second here.
which is okay.
When it comes to the comments, I think I like our approach. Okay, so I'm kind of doing a comparison to the A Fool podcast a little bit here, because you got to be a little bit quick with your comments if you want your comment read on the A Fool podcast, right? Because there's a very distinct cut, right, when they start doing the recording, and then it's done. Ours, we have 2 episodes that we go through comments from one episode, right? And it's kind of what we can do. So if you think about it,
so what we're
when you
doing
have-
right now, we've started doing the comments from 2 episodes ago. Every time it's 2 episodes
What I'm just
behind.
saying is that, well, irregardless, my point is that
Yes.
there's not a distinct cutoff, because we could always look at comments because we do a recording the very next moment. We do these 2 at a time.
Why do you spoil the magic?
Everybody knows. They're gonna know. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. They're not
gonna know.
How would they know? Perfect.
All right, let's see.
All right, let's read some comments. Brought to you by Beignet.
Okay, so the first comment is from speaking
Well,
of Mardi
well,
Gras Man 23. Oh, the Discover card. Know what I discovered? I ain't got no money.
So true.
I don't remember why we talked about the Discover card.
Did I say I charged the Series 1 to the Discover card? Is that what I said?
Maybe you said that.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Wait, was it Series 1 or was it the Micro? Because you bought all those.
Oh,
pieces.
yes, that's what it
That's
was.
what
I made the purchase for the Commission Micro City project.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
remember you saying your Discover card. I just remember you saying the card company called you, but
Did you know that I worked for Discover Card for 5 years?
I did. You were in collections, weren't you?
I did collections. Hi, is Jason there? Hi, Jason. This is Alex from Discover Card.
There's actually a guy in the Salt Lake Valley that has my same name.
No.
And he goes to collections all the time. So I get calls for this bozo. I haven't had some in
Dang.
a while, so anyway.
Well, yeah.
Next, Me, Myself, the One
Myself,
says,
and I.
first and foremost, please, no more food segment. Anyways, listening to you guys talk about Lego animals, I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if Lego started releasing animal battle packs? Not actual battle packs, of course, but kind of like that. So basically
battle
like,
pack.
like a bag of different animals.
versus the tiger. Fight! Whoa, that was over really quick.
Well, you could do like goat and rabbit or something like that. You could do the Michael Vick pack, dog and dog.
That's terrible.
Sorry, I just couldn't help
He
it.
just couldn't help it, could he? Controversy here. The animal battle pack. There's a lot of jokes we can make about that. Thanks for that.
I think that would be cool though if you could just get a bag with animals.
Yes, I would love
Like
that.
you would get a cow battle pack, wouldn't you?
I'm okay with the cows. I got a dozen cows.
But if you could have got them,
Yes!
that would have been
It
a better
would've
way.
been
You get
fantastic.
spotted cows and black cows
I keep looking for sheep.
Let's see, there you go.
Sheep man.
Looking for sheep in all the wrong places. He goes on and says, I also have a question for both of you.
Oh, okay.
Is there a particular set that you got you into Lego as an adult? I'm relatively new to the hobby, coming in on my 1-year anniversary in May, and it was last year's Indiana Jones set, particularly the Temple of the Idol set.
Okay.
That got me in. Keep up the good work, minus the eating. Well, we've already screwed up a part of
Yeah,
that.
well, we discussed that.
So
that kind of got me into it as an adult.
Yeah, like basically what got you out of your dark ages, I think is the question.
Yes, that is going to be kind of easy. It's kind of, well, when it comes to it, I hate to say it, but it was the Star Wars UCS theme. Because your cat's hitting the camera. It like shook. It almost tipped over. That was incredible.
Dude, you can't do that.
I thought it was going to knock it over. I was like,
He's rubbing against the camera.
There it goes.
He has this thing, the cat, like this hammer, like it was sitting by the back door, and he would like rub on it, like the rubber part on the handle, and he would like lick it and rub on it, and like we would make jokes about, you know, the Thor part.
Sounds like you had a pretty special and intimate relationship with this hammer.
Anyways, so yes, he has issues with the rubber feet and whatever on there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anyways.
Well.
So continue. What's that? You said UCS Star Wars.
Yeah, for me, I think it has to be the UCS Star Wars theme. There was a set that I got. It was the Rebel Blockade Runner, and it was around 2001, 2002 when that came out. I think it was 2002.
Cool.
And I got that, and a $200 set. That was a lot of money, and I was like, it was glorious. I was like, this is so cool to see Lego come out with big starships. I was so excited, and then they came out with the that was good, but I think really the big one for me was when my wife Mindy broke to me. We were newly married. We were in this apartment, and Josh was like a baby, and we just barely had him. And she came home. She had a rough day. We were kind of stressed out, and she says, "We need some good news. Here you go." She gives me this paper. I was like, "What is this?" And it's a receipt from LegoShop.com. And it says on there, and it shows like $316. And I was like, what did you buy? And it was the UCS Star Destroyer. Oh, man. I was like, oh, really? She's like, mm-hmm. I was like, I love you.
Now I have to ask, is that the one you still have?
Why you got to say that, man?
Or no, because I know you sold a lot of those sets and then rebought them.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did sell that particular model, and I bought it back, yes. So I kind of feel like that still is the same set
fine.
she got me. You know. But anyway, that was the set that was really the emotional grab of getting of Lego as an adult.
Okay.
I'd have to say. How about you?
So for me, probably the big turning point, because there was a couple things. Like I still liked Lego, especially, you know, my son was into it. So I'd buy a lot of sets for him. I was like, oh, you'll like Indiana Jones,
yeah,
you know, that
right.
kind of stuff. But, you know, and I'd play with him, whatever. But, you know, as he got older, you know, I would still buy, I bought like one or two, I can remember, like the carbon freeze chamber.
Yeah.
Someone I knew, they were working at Target, they got it for like $10 for me. I'm like, oh yeah, I want one of those. Cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I got it.
Yeah.
But when we moved here, my son had moved away to college, and I was trying to, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can put some sets together. And the first one I remember was the Indiana Jones, the Temple, or the Treasure, the Stolen Treasure one. It's over there.
Oh gosh.
The one with the truck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the one I remember. I was like, I'm going to see if I can part this back together, because we still had all the manuals.
Yeah.
And we had a big bucket of random parts, and I was able to put it together, and I put a couple together. And I was like, yeah, this is kind of fun. And,
Yeah.
you know, we'd go to the Lego store, whatever. But the big set that I bought was the castle, the Disney castle, because I'd been telling Tanya for a while.
Oh yeah, right.
And she's like, okay, fine, go buy it. Because I was like, it's double VIP points. Like, I didn't know this was like not a big deal. I was like, it's double VIP. Like, I think this never happened before. You know, like I didn't know what I was doing.
It's rare thing.
Yeah, it's valuable too.
Rare and valuable. Yes.
Fine, go get it. So I went and got it. And anyways, the rest is history.
The rest is history.
So,
So
there you
go. You know, I have a quick response to something that I think there was. I don't know if we read the comment or if you're going to, but somebody said, "Why do you keep the manuals? They have them online. Just throw them away." So why do you keep the manuals?
So this is something I've been struggling with, because I finally consolidated them into a big storage, you know, Rubbermaid container.
Yeah.
I don't know, however many gallons.
A lot.
You fit like 3 small children in there, and I have 2 of them full of books, and I can't move them because they're so heavy.
so heavy. Yes.
And I've been struggling, and I'm thinking, you know what, I might go through that and I'll keep the big like UCS ones, the modular ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the Otter Rescue. I don't know. What
Right.
about you? Do you keep them all?
I keep almost all of them. Well, I take that back. I do keep them all. And the answer is simple for me. I am a collector. That's it.
So I know, like, because this comes up on the A Fool podcast, and, certain people that they feel they have to have the set and the manual, not the box, right? But if you have them
there's
all,
a
it's
debate
even
about
better.
that. Yeah.
So do you feel if you don't have the manual, you don't have the set?
That is tough. I think I have always had the view or the opinion that if you can get a set together, whether it's from a box that you purchased, a set rather, or you piece it together, if you have all of the elements, then that is considered a complete set. Now, I just call myself a collector, and I know that's kind of like an oxymoron with like, well, then you're not a real collector if you consider that. I can see that. But I also feel like the, what do you call it, the greengrocer. Mm-hmm. I bought that set from somebody on Bricklink a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it was the duplicate one and didn't have the box or the instructions. And I would still consider that a complete set. As a collector, though, I like collecting the instructions. For me, that's more of a completionist. It's more of a collector's item. To have that in your arsenal. And now I don't collect all the boxes. The smaller boxes I do, like, this is junk.
Yeah.
But the larger boxes, I'm turning into a pack rat, as it turns out.
So, but
that's
I mean,
keep those two.
Because I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do this. I mean, everyone has to make their own decisions, right? But
your decision.
like, for example, that ice cream store that you got and built last year.
Yeah.
Right? They sent you that small one.
Oh, yeah.
You ended up basically Frankensteining that into a mock.
I did.
Like, do you still keep that manual? And I don't know if that particular one, but do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
for that one, would you keep it if you've really kind of parted it out?
It's probably not necessary, but I do have it just because I put it in a box
'Cause you're
or
a
one of my
packer.
totes, and I can't find it now. But it is, I will confess, collecting the boxes and the instructions is tough. It takes up a lot of space, and they are heavy. Yeah. Wow. So heavy, you guys. My goodness. I went to the Container Store, which is adjacent to the Lego store.
Yes, it is.
And I was like, I need to find a better solution. And I was looking for stowage.
Stowage?
I was saying stow and storage at the same time. I went to some stowage, and they have some fantastic solutions. But wouldn't you know it, the ones that I really like that would work really well are so expensive. And gosh darn it, buying Lego is expensive enough.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm good.
You're going to spend more money to store the books?
Yeah, man. So I'll just deal with it.
I mean, I guess the thing is, what are you going to do with it long term?
And you know what? I think there's going to be one of those moments where I just say, the heck with it.
Because you used to not collapse your big boxes.
No, I had them out, yeah.
And because I finally taught, I don't know. I
Yeah.
remember telling you got to do it. It's
that
so
was
much
a big
better.
moment for me. That was a big moment for me, and I spent hours flattening them all, and that was, oh my goodness, it was very freeing. So I'm gonna have to have another one of those moments, I think, with the instructions one of these days. I think I'm just gonna go in there and I'm like, why do I have these pamphlets? Now I will say though, I got like those little catalog books that came with big, like if you got a big enough set, like if it was $50, in the box you got a little catalog. It didn't have prices. It just had the pictures. And
You're talking the older ones.
Old one. Like, these are 90s, 80s. There's no way I'm getting rid of those. Those are
no, and
those are
that's
collector's
the
items
thing. I
to
think
me.
you got to go through and look. Like, for example, I'm not going to throw away any of the Indiana Jones ones, and probably not, the Star Wars ones. The things I really like. But,
Yeah, right.
Like I said, the Otter set. I like that set, but
I probably need to.
It's just those little like sets that they just melt into your city or your collection somewhere. It's
No,
like,
you're
why am
not
I keeping
wrong on
those
that.
things?
No, there's a lot of that. Like you said, you used the term Frankensteining it, and there's so many of those in the city. Even pretty big sets, as it turns out, that are just assimilated into the city for their pieces. But I might still have the box and the instructions, and I'm like, well. So yeah, I mean, the person that called me out on that, you're right. I just have a problem. And confessing that I got a problem is the first step to recovery.
Well, the good news is it's just your problem. It's not my problem. I mean, it is my problem, but your problem is yours and mine is mine.
I got my problems.
Okay.
You got yours.
Back on track here.
Yeah, sorry.
We're going to end up at 2.5 hours.
No,
Move this along.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop talking.
One Clever Pig says, another great episode. Totally agree. The Bricklink designer program seems to be becoming Bricklink Castle and Train program. It's cool to see all the great designs, but would love to see some more variety. It's, like we talked about, it's what we vote for
It's
and
what
we
we
buy.
vote for. Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I think what we learned from round one, don't do a modular that's doll style. People aren't going to buy it.
Do we want to talk about my news, or do we want to keep that for
No,
next
we'll do
episode?
it next time because
All right.
we're not going to have time.
Okay.
Tune in next time for Noon's News at Noon, or whenever you watch.
Or whatever
this.
you watch.
MG says, all the kudos to today's sponsors. They are
Yes.
fabulous. This was the Brickers bar,
Brickers
by
was
the way.
fantastic.
So-
So well done.
Yes.
Jeez.
Mardi Gras Man again says, nothing like a good long video / podcast. So good.
Thanks.
To which I replied, yes, there is nothing like a good long podcast. Well, at least we got the long part down.
Yeah.
And I already knew when I commented that the next one was going to be even longer because we had 2 episodes that were really long. That was our problem. Brickzar says, I'm still watching, but I have to comment on the context thing.
Oh.
The way you and we use it, it's only funny if the true context is understood.
Yes.
So we're all good.
Yes.
So he's not going to sue us, I think, is what he's telling us. I think, I don't remember if it was in here or someone said something, but someone was saying they thought it was because of AI stuff.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And
That's
that
probably
made
right.
sense.
That's probably right. Yeah.
I don't know,
It does
maybe
make
we'll get to
sense.
that.
Thanks for
That's the
that.
one problem when we go through this. It's like, oh yeah, that's the one we talked about.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brickzar also says, I was thinking panda jump scare, then it happened.
What? The panda jump scare?
I don't know.
What was that? Was that from you? Wait.
I don't know. There were the pandas and the bricks on an island. So was it that
Oh,
maybe?
yes. They were scared. Yeah. Bricks on an Island. I hope those pandas are okay, man. You gotta take
when
care
his
of
wife came home, like the poor pandas, were they rescued?
them. They had this horrified look.
Well, I don't think it was because of the Lego, though. I think that's just
Maybe
the look they
maybe
had.
it was. Maybe they were just fine
You
and
think so?
happy. I mean, pandas are pretty happy, lazy creatures.
Miss Brick on Brick says,
Hey.
all the instructions are online. Why are you keeping them? There you
Hey,
go. That
we
was the
answered
question.
it. There it is. All right.
Yeah. You didn't even have to watch this far to get your answer.
How about that?
Chuck's Bricks, best sponsor commercial ever. It was a really good one.
Yes.
And I think we're going to see a lot of those.
Yeah.
And that's not just because we didn't have to make one. It was
that's a bonus.
truly, that's just the extra bonus for us. It gets hard.
It does get difficult.
I mean, you saw last week, I was just like, I don't know, I'll just show all my animals. And we'll talk about the next
that
one.
was
probably,
fun. That was good.
But moments of the magic. Wow, this one went way over, huh? Well, I hope you watched the next one. We'll see what you say
Yeah.
about that one. He also says, those 3 items for uploading videos are all about AI.
Yeah,
there
that
you
was
go.
it.
And
Yep.
if it's all AI content.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you see? So he lives in Buffalo, and the eclipse came through,
Oh, yeah.
and he live streamed. It was cloudy.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I felt so
Oh.
bad. Because a lot of people went to Buffalo, because, if you live in New York City, it's
Yeah.
closer than
Yeah.
Dallas. And yeah, it was
That's
cloudy.
too bad.
So,
That sucks.
but I think they broke a little bit, and you could see a little bit. But
Yeah, there was. I had friends in Dallas, and it was cloudy, but they could still see it kind of through the broken
yeah,
clouds a bit.
parts of
so-
Dallas had better view than others.
Yeah.
Because my mom and sister lived down
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Anyway. Data Bricks. Shout out Joe Bowling and family. The sponsor video had me laughing way too hard.
It was so good.
Bricks on an Island. There's a timestamp for 124:48. Yes, we love that old shirt, new guy, or whatever you call it.
Old shirt, new guy. Old shirt, new guy.
Maybe you should try that, Java. Get a new guy
Get a new
in an
guy.
old shirt.
Yeah, get someone else there.
Well, at least
wearing a
I
shirt.
do, but I'm just crazy. That's probably our fault. He also says, today's sponsor was so great. And lots of emojis. Christian Harry 7733. As a child, Mr. Spock had a life teddy bear with 6-inch fangs. Just an FYI.
That's true. He did.
Because that came up about
yeah.
what kind of action figures he would
Yeah.
have or something.
Did they have Build-A-Bears back
on Vulcan, Mr. Spock? Did they? Do they have social media? Did you post your updates with your little animal with the bangs?
Brick trains. So I took notes because this one was so
Joey.
long.
Yeah.
Alex Microbuild, Jason Cool Disney Tour, Shy Gold Standard, Walmart Hopping, Don't Have a Cow, Jason liked Ghostbusters, I'm Afraid of Lego, This is Why We Don't Like Earl. The problem is I forgot what I was going to say. Great episode, great sponsor video.
Great comment.
Brickzar again. Oh yes, loved the Bricker sponsor. Daniel Estes, 88. I absolutely agree with Shy Time is my time. I love the sound of the old guy new shirt. I laugh every time I hear it.
It's catchy.
With the food, I'm one of the few who enjoy watching it. I don't think it's few, 63%, I'm just saying.
At least 63 people.
At least 63
Out of 2,500 or so.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
When I heard...
We should redo that. Everybody vote this time, just so we see the true number
No.
here.
When I heard Alex make the comment of how the cookies was kind of weak, my first thought was, like the Dodgers? Haha. But unfortunately, I know that is not to be true. I will root for them if they're playing against teams I don't like.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of like how I go. It's like my favorite team is the Giants. And my second favorite team is whoever's playing the Dodgers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
He also says, I watched your Oswald video, Jason. I thought it was entertaining. However, I found myself thinking, Jason, don't break. Please don't break.
That's what I was thinking,
As you
too.
were walking around and taking him on rides, but overall, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, did he ever break?
So the weakest part on him is the ears. And I have come up with a solution I'm going to try. I think it'll help. There were a few times the ear did come off, but nothing.
But that was
Nothing
really
major.
brave.
I just had the little yellow Lego bag and carried him around. He was happy. You just saw his face. He was happy.
Okay.
He also says, the sponsor video was awesome. I laughed because I'm used to hearing Alex say, space, and it drove me crazy when she didn't say it.
Yeah, it was very counterintuitive. Like, no, not regardless, irregardless. Yeah. Say space. Yeah. Say it.
Look at my Indiana Jones with mini dolls. It's better. It's like, no.
What is going on?
I thought she was going to say it, so I said it thinking we'd say it at the same time. But no, I say it and my family looks at me weird. Their video was great. Yes, it was. Awesome. Cajun A-Fall.
Hey.
You are spot on about the PAB website showing no image for some pieces. It drives me nuts.
There's a lot of them, actually, yeah. Quite a bit.
Ty Novell, I wasn't keen on the old guy new shirt idea, but I think you guys are wearing me down, and I don't mind it now. Also, I agree that the jingle at the beginning is the best part of it. Let's see. User RB2TL80G2F. I think that's Karsten Temple.
Okay.
That's bad I even know that, but love those Dodgers over here in the UK. Try a wagon wheel next. I think he's talking about the cookie, not the
bandwagon?
Not the baseball team. No, when he says he likes the Dodgers.
Oh, well, he mentioned the
wagon wheel cookie. I assume it's a cookie.
I thought a bandwagon fan.
Oh, no, wagon wheel.
All right, get on that.
Ty Novell again. I think there is a large group of middle-aged, sorry guys, men who love Lego.
It is what it is.
And want to talk for hours about Lego and other things. I don't know any of those
Don't
weirdos.
know anybody else like that? No.
It's not easy to find someone else where they can talk and rant and eat, drink and goof and criticize other old guys' shirts together. We don't really criticize this. Well, maybe a little.
It's all
when it's from high school, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we got a little bit there, yes.
So they head over to YouTube to watch other people do it. You guys have the authenticity and are relatable to that particular age group. Ditto the A-Fool guys as well.
Boom. Yes, absolutely. Good comment. Thank you.
Joe Bowling.
Hey, I know that guy.
The Bricklink design program should be renamed the Bricklink Training Castle program. If there aren't changes soon. Feels like there are people who vote for every castle or train, and that's how we get so many. I wouldn't mind seeing each series limited to a theme. Series A could be castles and fantasy realm. Series B could be Wild West and trains. Series C could be pirates and seaside. Series D could be steampunk and retro. Series E could be fun and amusement park, and so forth. And set some rules within each series, like At least one set under 500 pieces, one under 1,000, one under 2,000, and 2 that can be any size so we don't end up with 5 $400 castles in the same series. But it seems clear that castles and trains sell, and that's what LEGO is in business to do. So I doubt we'll see any changes until people stop buying.
You know, it does beg the question, and good comment. There's some things that I would say, like, that's not going to happen. Because, like, let's say you get... So, like, they categorize each series. Well, what if we see a design submission? Or are you saying, let's restrict, okay, Series 2, only submit your designs if they match this kind of theme. Or it's kind of a free-for-all still, but you might see a great castle design, but like, oh, this isn't the castle wave. So that's not going to happen. You know?
The way I viewed what he was saying is, it's like, round 1 is all castle. Round 2 is all train stuff. So, and that way... all the castle people get to vote, but only 5 castle things get picked.
Yeah,
I
mean, I think we'll know more as time goes on here. It'll be very telling once we get maybe 3 series in that we'll kind of see what the trend is as far as what people are buying. Obviously, we see what people are voting on and what they're pushing.
I'm going to be interested to see if there's any changes after the first round because they didn't sell out those 2. I know it's not going to be immediate because the first, the next 3 have already been out there. But going forward, are they going to try to?
But if you were the LEGO Group and you look at that program, wouldn't you feel like Series 1 would be a decent success with 30,000 models for each one? That's 3 sold out.
But I think they were probably imagining they would all sell out. And the Parisian Street, I don't think that even made it half.
It was about half.
Well, not more.
Well,
and the Wild West was only 2/3 to 75 at best.
But here, okay.
Because their goal is, I mean, it makes more sense for them to produce 30,000 and sell them than, okay, well, we're only going to produce, what is the limit? 3,000 is the minimum?
3,000 is the minimum.
It's going to cost them more per set to make. I mean, they're going to have the pieces, but the sorting and all of that, if you think about averaging that out over 30,000 sets as opposed to 3,000, because they need to make a box, they need to have this machine set up to sort out those parts.
I don't know the overhead that they're looking at. Obviously, 3,000 is kind of a break even for them or thereabouts. Wow. And when it gets to 30,000, that's probably like, okay, we're getting too many of these. We got to move on to the next series and focus on that. So we got to have a cutoff here. And that's kind of like the manufacturing limit for them. So there's probably some math that goes into effect there. But basically, what I'm seeing here with this program is that I like it. It's giving us what we want. And what we want is Castle and Old West, apparently. I don't think there's anything wrong with that because, LEGO comes out with a wide variety of sets. Yeah, a lot of them are IPs.
Well, it's going to be interesting because the Snack Shack, we didn't think that would do very well. And that was the second one to sell out.
Yeah.
I think that sold out before the train shed, didn't it?
I think it did, yeah.
And that's because of the price and the size, I think.
Affordability is a big issue, right?
And so it'll be interesting.
The castle was $380, and it went pretty dang quick, man.
No, I understand that. I'm not saying that it's not, but if they're all... Okay, if it was 5 really great castle sets, would you have bought all 5? If they were all as good as the one you bought, would you have bought all 5?
That's like not. I can't. Well, no, but that's not going to happen.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. If the point is, if they're all the same theme and they're all super expensive, you're going to have issues.
But to Joe's point, I think they are doing something like that. I mean, they're just saying like, wow, the overwhelming majority, and I don't know the results, but they're probably saying like the overwhelming majority of people voting seem to want Castle. So we should probably we're not going to do all Castle because that's ridiculous. So let's do 2. Like, I think, was it Series 4 or 5 announced recently? And they had, like, that battle. It's not a battle pack, but it's like an army moving for Black Falcons. Yeah. And they had that, I think that Coast.
4, isn't it? Because that's the one that they announced. I think 5 is still voting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So it is 4, I think. Sure. I don't have it in front of me, but...
Whatever.
But that's, I think there's a good chance that, there's 5 castle sets in one of these series, at least so far, where they was the top 5. But they said, okay, we got to be realistic about this and practical, rather, on what we're pushing out because we have to have some sort of variety here and some sort of variance with pricing here as well. Anyway, is it perfect? No, I think they're still kind of learning as they go. And that's why I said it'll be very telling to see when we get 3 series in with people buying or at least pledging, to kind of see how quickly these particular sets sell out, what's selling out, what's not making it, and see if they're super aggressive with that in the future.
Yeah.
Time will tell, Joe.
Let's see. We have another Joe Bowling. Sorry, I didn't realize it was a different one. I thought it was the same question.
This guy.
First of all, thanks to everyone who liked the Brickers sponsor video. We had fun making it. We watched the outtakes, so we know they did.
It was fantastic.
You guys are high tech compared to me. I record. You should have seen last week. It was so bad, man. We're not high tech. I recorded the Brickers video with my phone held in place on a tripod. That sounds like our episode.
That's what we do, yeah.
With a mount made out of Lego. Well, that's different. Made out of Lego. And I edited the video on my 10-year-old laptop.
Wow.
Well,
impressive.
I edit most of my videos on my phone. Not these. These are too long. But the paper for the Brickers wrapper was packing from the most recent Lego order.
Ah, nice.
I've also been getting rid of as many Lego boxes as I can and better organizing our Lego storage so it doesn't take up as much space. It ended up, he has that in parentheses. Just
of
like
course,
that for
yes,
you.
right.
It ended up giving us the room to make the Brickers video. I'm keeping all the instructions though. I'm just not ready to go all digital yet. And that's the thing. Everyone's got to decide when they're at that point.
That's right.
Let's see. Dennis Verkoyen. He's the one that made the, and I'm sorry, I'm not very good with Dutch and Norwegian and all of those Scandinavian, a lot of the European countries. I try. Anyway, he's the one that made the bingo card.
Oh,
bingo
nice.
Card.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
and speaking of
Fantastic.
that, tune in next week. Speaking about bingo card, we may have something for that.
Stay tuned. You won't want to miss.
He said, I've seen all the episodes, and it's funny hearing the... Oh, geez, I remember this going. It's funny hearing you two in the beginning with, we have to keep this podcast short. 2, we want to keep it under 30 minutes. Set the timer. 3, forget that. Keep it under 1 hour. 4, reaching over an hour, saying, we got a long way to go to reach the 2-hour mark. And just a year from the first episode, almost within the 2-hour mark. Well, we blew past that last week, so...
I remember us trying to stay under a half an hour. We're like, okay, we got to wrap this up.
Well, remember that was the thing, because I did the 5-minute videos, so the first time I'm like, we're going to keep it to 5 minutes. That wouldn't it? Yeah, anyway. I'm not saying what happened. It's just an observation. I enjoy the show, and I'm looking forward to the next one. P.S. Hearing you eating crunchy stuff is annoying, so I voted no in the poll. So if we don't eat crunchy stuff, he would vote yes.
Oh,
is the way I read that.
sure.
Just saying.
So what? Yeah. So next poll is like, what would you like us to eat? Cookies or drinks or food?
No, we're not going to do another food one. We'll do something else. I don't know. Think about what you want to do. Let's see. Crash Eagle 2010 says, I used to keep all the boxes, but they take up so much space. And I'm never going to sell any set, so I started cutting back off the box and only have a few large boxes.
Good for
Gerald G.
Good for you.
Walmart
That's awesome.
is so odd, like you say. I keep hearing of several finding discount sets, but I check mine at least once a week. Nothing.
I never go.
I know.
Not worth it.
You just got to move by Earl. That's the only thing I can figure out.
Jeez, man.
SG Brick. I have bought the Floral Art 31207, not for the minifig, but for the big black bricks and white frame to put on the mosaic. Is that the...
I don't know. I can't picture it.
Is that the Starry Night? That might be the Starry Night. I can. Anyways, the mosaic was generated on the Lego website from a photo of my sister and her husband.
Cool.
And then I tried to build it with white, gray, black tiles I had. I haven't found something to do with the pile of round tiles from the set. Greetings from Belgium.
From Belgium.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's where they have the Spa Grand Prix.
Okay, I'll just believe you for that.
I think.
Let's see. Idomoshi 6040. The sponsor video is hilarious. Kudos. Haha. Oh, here we go. This one is for you. You're going to like this.
This one's for
This
you.
is from On Bricks.
On Bricks, okay.
He says, just wait until you hear A Fool podcast episode 57, time 1:33:05. So,
Are we going to look at that?
Oh, I'm going to show you what it is, because this
boy.
is for you, my friend.
Episode 53?
Yeah, because I've been going back and listening. That's why,
Yeah.
like when I go on road trips and different things. So,
Oh.
and I think at the time, because I was watching, I think, before this, but I think at the time this had a different take than it does now.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
you ready?
Let's do it.
I don't like Legos.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's true.
I don't like Legos.
So there you go.
Oh, wow. Joey, you and
Joey
I,
doesn't
man.
like Lego. He's afraid of it, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, we're just two peas in a pod, man.
So that
you
made me
go.
laugh. I had to go look. That was what it was. Let's see. Tracy. This is Duplo Tracy.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tracy. Good to hear from
Oh,
you.
then she says, I'm honored to be Duplo Tracy.
Tracy.
When I finally film my collection for viewer commentary, I will probably cement that title.
Yes.
I
She does
don't
great
doubt
work
it.
with
Having seen
Duplo.
what you submitted at Brick Slopes, yeah. Let's see. We have a few comments from Delson. Been a while since I could watch. Glad to get to watch again, although the snow this April has been too much.
Yes.
More this past weekend as well.
Oh, Delson, we got to get you over here, man. Well, over to my house anyway.
Also says, I do not like Peeps,
Yeah.
but because I like Dr. Pepper, I almost always end up getting some.
Ah,
Not really sure why.
okay.
Also, the mini build city sounds wonderful. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you. Me
Maybe
too.
we'll have an update next week.
Yes.
Because now we're not getting to it this
We're
time.
not getting to it this time.
The Disney trip sounds awesome, Jason. Also says, you mentioned finding good deals at odd stores. Have either of you been to End Zone Hobby Center in Layton? They are They have retired Lego sets at regular MSRP. They have some good stuff. Hard to find at MSRP.
Wow. No, I have not been there. I
have
don't make
not
it.
either.
I don't make it to Layton very often. That's how they say it around here. Layton.
Yes, there's no T's pronounced in
Layton.
Utah.
Layton.
Yes. Also says, my understanding on why they changed certain things from the idea submission to the finalized product is because of the stability and price point. Like I know the Dragon that was designed is very different from what we are getting in the... but I'm wondering how much that changed the price point consideration. You know?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Anything
the way
they
it
can
is.
do to save
Yeah.
money. Let's see. Two more from him. Says, the UK snacks, it's important to remember that they aren't supposed to be sweet. Well, they weren't.
They weren't.
They should
That's
have
why they're not here in America.
they should have a slight sweetness rather than a strong one like in the US. It's why Biscoff is one of my favorite cookies.
Ah, yeah.
I like
Those are
Biscoff.
good. Yes, absolutely. But
Have you had cookie butter where they take the Biscoff and make it into like a peanut butter
No.
consistency?
No, doesn't sound.
Oh, no, it's good.
It
is good.
It doesn't sound familiar, but
yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Let's see.
I don't know. I
And the
don't
last
know
one,
why.
he says,
I like sweet things.
how do I get the minifig that you gave Alex? I would love a set. Well, those are exclusive. I had them printed at the minifig factory
That is a pretty cool minifig.
at Lego. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should have bought more. And
You have to painstakingly draw it on, what is it? It's like a little screen.
Yeah, so it's like a screen, and you got to sit there. If I go do it again, I got to get like a little stylus pin so I can get a finer
Because you're doing it with your finger on
I
it?
got my big fat finger, and I'm like, oh yeah. You should have seen like some of the ones. My wife was laughing. You know, the face. It's like, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't. I mean, what we got doesn't look great, but you should have seen what we didn't get. And then it's like undo.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but it's the way it is. They're rare and not valuable.
Very rare.
But you never know. Maybe one day.
One day.
Then we have one final comment. Well, with a couple follow-up comments, or at least one. This is from Battery Power Bricks.
Hey, all right.
Loved the sponsor video, but I've been unable to find a Brickers bar anywhere.
They're elusive.
Joe replied and said, unfortunately, the production run of Brickers bars ended after 2 bars when we ran out of brown bricks and weren't part of the other builds.
Oh, man.
So there you go.
They look. I like how they had like the nugget.
How they broke
and the caramel.
open, yeah.
Oh, that was
thought that was
fantastic.
Let's see. Should we do a quick commentary? We have one of those.
Battery powered bricks. I hope. I did a video of my amusement park, and I thought of you. I think I even mentioned you when I was doing the review because like I did these little wire hookups, and I'm like, battery powered bricks would be so proud of me right now. And it's so simple, but I was like, yeah, there we go.
So
man, what are we doing?
we have a photo. This is, so you might remember, it's been maybe almost about a year. We had, it was Richard, but I think he went by Crimson 30.
Okay.
I don't know if the number's correct, but anyways.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem when I get an email. It doesn't always have the thing. Anyway, so I went, and he was the one that had like the color, like he collected the different color parts.
Right.
So he said that he traded with a guy. He has a few new bricks, so he sent a photo of that.
Cool. Ooh.
So,
this is the update.
yeah, this is an updated one. He sent some, and then he sent a thing saying, "I got a better camera." So
Okay, nice.
it's kind of interesting to see these boards, like,
Yeah.
and it takes up a lot less area than your collection or mine. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Yes.
so
Very nice.
Kinda cool.
Very, very nice.
and then we had one other. If I can find it here. Okay, here we go. So this is from Zack Attack Productions.
Zack Attack.
He submitted a few things. We've seen his. He has a big
Oh,
glass
yeah.
tower.
I love
and all
his
that.
work, yeah.
So he says, "Greetings. I thought I would share with you something I just wrapped up working on: the rebuilding of the Graham Brickton Bridge.
Yes.
This bridge was in need of a brand new look. Previously, it was white.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that, yeah,
and
very
opted
vividly.
to redo it with a color of sand green.
no
I also
kidding.
added railing and redid the towers and used the small arches.
You redid
Hope
it.
you enjoyed it. So here we
The
go.
iconic bridge has been redone.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Wow. Oh, man. Sand green's not super common of a color either. At least
It's
not in
more
my
common
collection.
than it used to be.
Sure, I get
It used
that.
to be like really hard to find, and it's becoming more. But yeah, it's not.
But still, wow. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Whoop.
Very
You get
cool.
the flag up at
Flag,
the top
yeah.
there, and now we start to get some
Wow, yeah.
pictures
uh-huh.
right out. So, yeah, I think the sand green looks a lot
Looks
better.
good.
I
Yeah,
like
it looks
it.
really good.
Gives me a Statue of Liberty vibe. I hope
Sure
that
does.
sailboat's not trying to go under there. It's not gonna
It's
make
a little
it.
tall. A little tall.
So, and there's the
It's got
old
some
one.
good
You can
height
see
to
the
it.
white one.
Yeah.
So I think
Oh,
I, like the
I
green
see.
better.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think this is a definite improvement. Now that, for what you had, because I always say, like, use what you have. And if that's what you have, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's, the sand green, definitely step up, man. Well
Yeah,
done.
I think it looks good. It's pretty much the same architecture, except for the railing is different.
Yeah, I like the new
But,
railing. That's cool.
Yeah, I think it looks good. So
Yeah.
cool. So
Little
thank
peg
you for
elements.
submitting those. If you would like to submit something to be featured, feel free to do that. Where can they send that?
If you'd like to do that, send it to jasonsbricksin5@gmail.com.
Yeah. All right. So did we get through everything today?
Whoo-wee!
We did shirts.
Yes.
We don't have a mini build. Oh well. We asked Alex. Yes. We did community commentary. We even did an A Fool out of context. So we did everything, and we had food.
Hey, and food. Wow.
So there
We
you go.
are just checking all the boxes here,
All right.
aren't we?
So yeah.
That's
Do you
a
have
fun
anything
one.
else?
No, I don't think so. That was a fun episode. As always, guys, thanks for watching and your comments. And congratulations again on everybody who participated in our little contest. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to do something like that again in the future. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Watch for the emails that are going to be coming through.
Yeah.
So we can send you out something. No
Send you
matter
out
if you're in the U.S. or out of the U.S., you'll get some swag.
Hey, swag is great stuff, right? Yeah. All right, guys. Well, as always, we like to thank today's sponsor.
In a small section of a busy city lives a humble farmer by the name of Jim. He knows the importance of freshness and taste when it comes to growing produce. No corners are cut here. That is why he takes the time to make sure his produce is grown to the highest of standards. So when you're in your local food market, come home to the freshest produce and come home to Simple Jim's.